Hi, Principles of Business and Finance. Today on your screen, you see the daily agenda. So today you have do now review questions from yesterday's assignments. We're starting a new objective of 503 today, and we'll go through slides 1 through 12. You also have notes, and you should be completing the red section of your notes. We have one activity today, which is the 502 put it together. So we'll walk through a couple of those assignments, and then I will leave you guys to do the remainder on your own. And then also you'll have exit ticket review questions, which focuses on today's activity to gather your understanding. Couple of reminders and FYI, this Friday, if you are not able to have Zoom access or computer access, you should be either picking up a packet or it will be delivered to you via the buses. I will have more information on that in the upcoming week. And then on Friday, we will also have our second Zoom check-in, so make sure you stay tuned into the Google Classroom for login information for that. All of these assignments that started today are not due until April 9th. So I know you guys saw a lot of stuff loaded into the classroom this morning. I'm going to keep doing these videos like this, and each day will tell you what you should be focusing on. So do not get overwhelmed by the amount of work that is posted. You also see Mr. Moore's contact information here at the bottom with his email and his Remind login for his students. And then for my students, you see my email, my Google Voice, and the Remind app information. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's activities. Okay, so today we're looking at the 502 PowerPoint, and it should look like this. So all of them have the same kind of theme almost. I just changed the coloring. So now we're looking at the role of businesses and society. So all businesses have a social responsibility, which means they contribute to the well-being of the community that they're in. So we'll break down a little bit more on that in just a minute. But you have different parts of the business, which are the producers, the people who make and provide those goods. You have raw good producers. These are people that make them in their natural state. So think of things like Indiva and Purdue. They take chicken and trees and they make it into products. Then you have your manufacturers, which will form those materials into things that are more useful. Of course, you have your builders that do our road and construction work, trade industries, which deal with the retailers and the wholesalers. Then you have your retailers such as Walmart, Food Line, those type of places. Wholesalers, so these are the intermediate where they kind of cut down the middleman. So think of Sam's Club, Fred's Club, things of that nature. And then your services businesses, which of course provide us with different types of services. So hair, nails, haircuts, those type of things. So now we look at business responsibilities. So now we look at businesses' responsibilities that they have for the community. So they have a social responsibility, which breaks down into 4 categories. Economic means that, of course, they are making the company and the area around it more profitable. So that means the more business they're bringing in, the more people are getting money from their paychecks and the more they're spending in the area. Then you have a legal responsibility. So this is making sure that the business is doing everything that the law mandates them to do and they're not breaking anything. Then you have an ethical responsibility. So that just means that the core mission aligns with their actions. So if they say that they're going to give you the best prices and they're going to be legit, then whatever the core value is of that particular business is what the ethical responsibility is. And then philanthropic, that means they're going above and beyond. So we're seeing a lot of that right now. With the COVID-19, you're seeing people, a lot of businesses are switching over, like GM, they are switching over from making cars and they're making ventilators. You have different companies that are now, instead of making what they normally make because a lot of the business isn't open, you have them making hand sanitizer, things to that effect. So this is things like philanthropic. They're doing it without really being asked to do it, and then because it's going to make the area around them better. So we have different types of business activities, and of course, they give you what a business is. But you have the accounting portion, you have customer relations, you have the financial part, human resources, which does the hiring, information management, so that's your technology part, your management section, which kind of controls and coordinates things, marketing, which is what you see with the television ads and Facebook ads, day-to-day operations, and then of course the production. So these are all the different aspects that go on within a business. Then it breaks down and asks what a business is, what does it need to accomplish, and to get everything done, a business must involve themselves in multiple areas. So make sure you guys are going back and looking at what some of these more detailed and then chunked things are, so you're getting a good understanding of them. So financial analysis, of course, every business is in business to make money, so they have to make sure that the financial and accounting part of their business is being taken care of. So we look at things such as venture capital, which is, of course, when people that have money, think Shark Tank, go in and invest in these businesses. So a debt, of course, is what businesses don't want, because this is when they have to take out money and they still owe people. And then the equity is what the business was worth now versus when they started. So it's the amount that they've grown. And so financial aspects just focuses on all that, the bills, the payroll, the businesses, everything. It has a big range of stuff that it goes through. Human resources, that focuses on the hiring and firing of people in the business. So right now we're seeing human resources. A lot of human resources companies are definitely taking a hit, or departments are definitely kind of in a bind because they have to lay off a lot of people or fire a lot of people because right now a lot of their businesses are closed. So the human resources area handles all this part in the business. And the information management, for those of you that like computers and working with them, the IT portion is what helps a business run. So depending on what kind of technology they have in the business, this is what the information management system does. They make sure that the facts and the data match up with what they're supposed to be and everything's updated. And of course, marketing, for those of you that are taking Mr. Gatlin, like under sports entertainment and marketing, you're seeing what the marketing aspect is. This is what you see on the television. This is in the newspaper, Facebook, Instagram, social media, everywhere. So this is what marketing is really getting their business out there. And then, of course, the operations, you look at things such as the business functioning from day to day, quality control, safety, purchasing new equipment, inventory, all that different type of stuff, expense control, all of that rounds into daily business activities and what it takes just to run the business on a day-to-day operation. Strategic management, so these are the people, the thinkers of the business. They sit down and they think about where the business should be in the next few years or few months. They're the ones that really sit down and ask the questions and try to figure out what the business needs to get from point A to point B. So they're your thinkers of the business. They tell the HR manager, hey, to meet this goal, we need to hire this many people, or if we really want to get our name out there, we should advertise here. So this is what the strategic management department does. And then last but not least, of course, knowing the difference between ethics and regulations. So ethics is, of course, things that govern your behavior. It's just what you were brought up in. It's how, you were raised, it's what kind of household you were in and stuff like that. So normally you take this to a business where you work at. And this is how most of our businesses start, because people were not treated ethically in another business, or they didn't like the way certain things were done. And they felt like if I bring this brand of ethics in, then this will make it better. And then, of course, regulations. These are just the rules that are set for everybody to follow. And then, of course, at the bottom, you have, of course, some discussions that need for business ethics, knowing what's right and wrong, making sure you're paying attention to business ethics in critical times and fundamental damage. So right now, a lot of people are looking at that because it is so much going on. We have to make sure that we're staying true to ourselves and then also to our business. All right, so that's slides 1 through 12. Make sure you're getting your notes done. So you did have vocabulary words that posted for today. Your notes are here. So now we're going to focus on the 503 put it together activity, which is this one here. So now we're looking at the different types of activities that are in a business, such as the financial, which is A, B, human resources management, C, which is information management, D, marketing, E, operations, and F, strategic. And now we have 12 questions that we're going to look at. I'm going to do the first 3 with you guys for you guys to get an understanding of it. So, and you're going to use them multiple times. So for one, it says the process of planning, staffing, leading, and organizing. So that is, of course, the human resources management, because they have to make sure they're hiring people, they're staffing the right people. So this is your giveaway right here with staffing. Anything to do with making sure that people are in place for a job is staffing. So this is human resources. Number 2 says the process of creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. All of this would have put you into IT until they said for customers at large. So this is D, marketing. And then number 3 states, involves obtaining funds and keeping accurate and useful records. Anything with any kind of money, as far as funding goes, you're looking at a financial analysis. And so for the remaining questions, you're going to go through and look at it. Use your PowerPoint slides 1 through 12 to kind of help you get an understanding of what you're looking at here in this particular assignment. So again, make sure that you're working on that, and you're going to use these multiple times. It's not just one correct answer. You're going to have a bunch. So on top of that, you're definitely going to have your exit ticket that's posted also. So make sure you're getting that done today, and then you're going to continue to go forward. Again, I do realize that everything has posted. So make sure that you are paying attention to the videos and doing the work according to what I have day by day. That way you're staying on track and you don't get bogged down by a bunch of assignments. I hope you guys are doing well. We will have our Friday Zoom check-in, so I will definitely put that information into the Google Classroom as far as when we're going to have it. Of course, if you guys have any questions for myself or Mr. Moore, definitely let us know and email us with any of your questions that you have, or text us on Remind. Other than that, we're done for the day. I hope you guys stay safe, stay indoors, wash your hands, and take care.